So the first read function, it reads all the characters from the files and displays on the screen because we have put it in a print statement. Then reading file contents using read n. So for n, what we have passed as value 10, right? So it will only read the first 10 characters. So what is the first statement in the program? File fwrite.py file1 is equal to open, right? So it will read only the first 10 characters. So f is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Even the space is also considered as one character, so only 10 characters are read. So you are able to see only this up to this statement, right? So let me show it in the program fwrite.py. So the first 10 characters up to here, only these characters are read and displayed. So that is read uh, function with an integer parameter. We passed 10, so it is reading only 10 characters. Then next I am using read line of n. So this read line function is used to read uh, one line from the file. So starting from the first line, if the file pointer is pointing to the first line, then it will read that one line. And in that one line, if you want to specify the number of characters, then you can pass integer value. If you don't pass any integer value, it will read the complete line of the file. So that's why when we pass 2, it is reading only the first two characters of the first line, so up to f5. And then we call that read line function without any parameter. It is reading the complete one line, the first line of the program till here. Then I'm using the read lines uh, function instead of read line. Read line will read only one line, right? Read lines will read all the lines of the file. So this will return a list containing all the lines. Each item in that list will be nothing but a one line of the file. So the first line will be returned as the first item of the list. So you're able to see the square bracket open here, and then after that the first item is the first line of the file that we opened in write mode. Then second line is displayed in as second item. So each of that line is created as a item of a list. Each one is separated by a comma, and because at each line, end of each line, you are going to the new line, so the new line character is also displayed here for each line, right? So what is read line going to do? Read lines, it is going to read all the lines of the file. It is going to read all the lines of the file, right? So this is how you can use read function in two ways, without any parameters and with parameter, with one parameter, that is integer value. If you pass an integer value as parameter, then it is going to read only that many characters starting from the current position of the file pointer. By default, when you open the file pointer will be pointing to the beginning of the file. But if you have already read some content, then the file pointer will be pointing to the uh, some middle, some position in the middle of the file. Say for example, now let me show it once again. Instead of calling read function directly, I'll pass read as, say, uh, 10. Then I'll put this in comment here. Instead of passing 10 here, I'll simply pass without any parameter. I'll call this read function here. So let us run this program once again and check the output. So first, uh, you're reading up to the first 10 characters. Then you're starting the you're calling the read function without any parameters. So after op, the file pointer is pointing to the next character in that line, that is e. So from there the entire file is read. if you observe. Yes or no? So what we
Yes,
have
sir.
done, f dot read function is reading the first 10 characters. So the file pointer will now be pointing to the next character, that is 11th character. So now if you call the fread function, from 11th character it will start reading the characters till the end of the file. So that's why in the next print statement, what is it displaying? From en, after op there is en, right? Open function. So from there it is reading till the end of the file, that is f file1 dot close. So if I write this one, then again the file pointer will be pointing to the beginning of the file. So if you run this program again now, this time it will read again from the beginning of the file. File op, then again you are reading from the beginning of the file. Okay, so that is the importance of fseek function. So now I'll remove this 10 here, and here I'll give 10. So this is how you perform read and write operations on file using 5 different functions. Fwrite, we don't require fseek function, write function, we don't require a seek function, because automatically the previous content will be erased and the new content will be written from the beginning of the file. So we don't require a seek function to use along with the write function in a file program in which you open a file in write mode and write contents. But when you open the file in read mode, to read the contents, uh, we require seek function also, because to point the file pointer to a particular position of the file, to the beginning of the file or some end of the file, or in between somewhere. So you can specify 10 also here, fseek of 10, like this. Then the file pointer will be pointing to the 10th position. From there you can start reading. Okay, so seek function is used only when you are reading, not when writing. So understood? So we'll continue tomorrow. uh, Now today's complete session will be in 2 videos. The first video is completed up to 1 hour. Then after that, the second video will be till now, from the beginning of the second session till the completion of this execution of this fread function program. So if you want to open myfile.txt file that we created here in this write mode program, myfile.txt. So if I want to open this one, I can specify here. So that myfile.txt has this content, right? Hello, Python is interpreted, Python is object oriented, Python is simple, Python is used in data science. Then you are reading only uh, first 10 characters. So first 10 characters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and backslash n character also will be used as one character. So up to pyth it is displaying. Then using read line of n, so first 2 characters of the first line, he, and read line simply you'll read the complete first line, hello. And then reading file contents using read lines, it will return a list containing all the lines of the file. So hello, Python is interpreted, Python is object oriented, Python is simple, Python is used in data science. Now let me give a file name which does not exist. say simply I'll write file.txt. So let us see. So file not found error. No such file or directory exists called file.txt, right? So the file, yeah, the open function will open the file in read mode only if the file exists. If the file does not exist, it'll return an error called file not found error. Just like in Java, file not found exception, you'll have file not found error here. Okay, but in write mode, the file will be opened even if the file is not existing. It will create a new file and open it. If it is existing, then it will open that existing file. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. We'll see append mode, and we'll also see some other interesting facts about this file. You can obtain the name of the file that you're opening, the directory in which it is opened, all this information. You can file extension of a file that you opened, all this information also you can retrieve about a file. So we'll see those operations also along with append operation, and we'll also see how to remove a directory or a file uh, from the directory, from the root directory, and all these things also we'll see. uh, with that we'll complete the file operations. I'll show both append mode. When you append mode means you'll open the file for reading as well as writing. Sorry, you'll open the file uh, in a write mode only, but the previous content will remain as it is. The new content will be added at the end of the file. That is the difference between append mode and write mode. Then you also have read plus mode, write plus mode, append plus mode, right? So those also we'll discuss about them in tomorrow's class. So we'll leave for today.